Hi, it's Anne here, and today's video is my 6th update for my lip project pan for 2026. So this update is not going to be very exciting, I don't think. And a couple of products I've definitely made progress on, the rest not so much. Also, we've had a loss. We've had a loss in the group. We're just gonna have to accept it. So let's just get started. So the first item I wanna talk about is my lip liner, like no progress. I've used it maybe twice since the last update and the weight hasn't changed at all. And it's not gonna look any different other than I did sharpen it a little, I think, but I don't even know if I sharpened that before this update or after this update. So it must have been before, since it hasn't changed. I don't know how I'm trying to say this, but I updated it last update, or I sharpened it last update. I have not sharpened it since last update. So that's what I'm trying to say. Last update, this was 6.42 grams. It's still 6.42 grams, so 0 weight change. But in total, I've used 0.41 grams. So we have made progress on this, just not a whole lot and not since last update. This guy's going slow. Mostly forgot about this. It was not sitting where it should have been for me to properly use it before going to bed. That's when I normally use it. It's the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask in the scent Mango. So yeah, we're moving along, but it's not super great. That's what it looks like close up. Again, not a lot of product in this. I've been keeping my eye out at like Winners and Marshalls to see if I can pick a new one up, but they haven't had a scent that I like. And it's obvious there's scents that other people are not super keen on. There was a pumpkin spice one, and then there was like a matcha. I saw the green and I thought it was, I was like, it might be the mint cocoa. No, it was like a matcha. I almost picked it up because of matcha, but I was like, I bet you I'm just not gonna love it, so I didn't pick it up. So last update, this was 10.01 grams. It's now 9.75 grams. That's a difference of 0.26 grams. Next up is the Sugar Lip Balm in Rosé. Again, another product that did not get a lot of use on this past month, and it should have. I have a reason. I have an excuse. Not a good one, but it's still an excuse. I mean, we're really low on this. I should be able to finish this up. I know I will finish it up by the end of the year, but ideally I should have had more progress on this so I could finish it up before the end of the year and roll something else in. That just did not happen. So last update, this was 10.55 grams. It's now 10.5 grams. That's a difference of 0.05 grams. Next up, this product has seen, again, good usage. Again, in the purse, it's easy to spot. It's the one I pull out first. It's the one I just grab because it's very easy. It's sheer, super quick to use. So we can see close up where the line was before and now where the line is. You can actually see where I started. That initial line is where I started in this project with this product. So we've made major headway. Again, I don't think this will be finished up next month, our next update, because I know even though there's very little in there, it's one of those things where it gets deceiving at this point, and I will pull out the stopper to see how much more we can get out of this. So I do think it will be 2 updates before this is officially finished. I do think it'll look really good by next update though. It'll be essentially finished next update, and then we'll see how far we can push this. I don't think I said the name of this product. This is the ColourPop Bambi Twitter Pated Luxe Gloss in Flower. So this was the one that had the little flower skunk imagery on it that is now gone. So last update, this was 31 grams even. It's now 30.87 grams. That's a difference of 0.13 grams. Again, another product that I feel like I'm making really good progress on. I do keep this in like the right place. It's always like on my vanity when I'm getting ready in the morning. So I just kind of throw a little bit on while I'm getting ready. So we're making slow but steady progress on this. I did draw a new line, even though it's a little kind of probably somewhere in between because it's closer to the previous line in that one corner, but the rest of it you can see is sort of really right down there in the bottom. Again, I know this is going to be deceiving. I predict again it will be 2 updates before this will show as finished. I don't think I'm going to pull the stopper out. I think I'm going to use this till I feel comfortable that I've used it and it looks pretty much done. It's going to be like a pretty much done product. Kind of a project panning and finish, like where I'm just like, I'm over it and we're kind of at the bottom and it's getting annoying to use and I'm just I'm going to be finished with it, and that will be that. I didn't say the name of this one either. It is the Patrick Ta Major Volume Plumping Lip Gloss in 2cc. I would not repurchase this, at least not directly. If it came in a kit, I wouldn't be mad, but I wouldn't purposely seek out to purchase that product. The next one, this is what we lost. This is the last in the family. The MAC Matte Lipstick in Velvet Teddy. It was the mini. It was in my purse with like way too many other products. I'm pretty sure I was pulling stuff out and somebody probably saw it on a sidewalk downtown Toronto and was like, oh, there's been a loss. I know I've done that. I've seen other people's lip glosses or lipsticks on the sidewalk and been like, oh, been there, done that. It's so sad. So we're just going to say goodbye to the MAC Matte Lipstick in Velvet Teddy, the mini. I am not going to repurchase that anytime soon. Again, not specifically. I'm not going to seek it out. I'm also deciding not to replace it. I thought about it. I hummed and hawed. I'm like, do we put another product in this project? I do have something to talk about in my monthly usage that I could have replaced. Like, it would be an easy swap. But I've decided I'm not going to because I want to focus on my next product. So unfortunately, no weight change. We leave our MAC Matte Lipstick in Velvet Teddy at 9.22 grams. In total, I used 0.25 grams. I used a quarter of a gram. That's fine. That totally sounded like a drug thing there. We used a quarter of a gram. So anyway, that is that, because I do want to focus on this final product. This is the Rimmel Lasting Lipstick in Paradise, one of my favorite lipsticks. You've seen me wear it often. We are getting really low on this, and so I feel like it makes most sense to specifically focus on this. So you can see how low we are on this product. Very, very good usage on this, and I just want to focus. I will focus on using this as a blush as well as a lipstick, and I think that's the best plan. Unfortunately, I didn't really, again, this was a product that I just didn't really feel like using this past month, summertime. I find lipsticks hard to use in the summer. I did throw it on early this morning as a blush. My video coloring is really off. I don't know why. There, I dropped down the lighting. That looks a little bit better. I don't know. I'm probably going to fix the coloring because I feel like it's been off this whole thing. So it probably won't look too odd to you guys in the video. But for me right now filming, it looks a little odd. Anyway, I feel like this is the best plan of action. I want to focus on using this guy as much as possible by for like the end of the year. And ideally, this will be finished. And then it also gives me the flexibility of playing with my other lipsticks. So yeah, this guy is the guy that I'm going to focus on the most. And we'll see how that goes. Again, I really, really hope to have this finished by the end of the year. And I think that's doable if I focus on just this one lipstick. It was kind of difficult focusing on two lipsticks, but I was trying to make as much progress on the two of them, if that makes sense. Especially having a variety in shades, because I do get sick of this shade every once in a while. So last update, this was 10.03 grams, or 14.03 grams. It's now 14.01 grams. That's a difference of 0.02 grams. I feel like that's maybe a little off, but we'll take it. And so far this year, I've used 0.49 grams, so almost half a gram for this guy. So that is the project panning portion of this project. I'll put up the family photo again. We now have a ghost. We now have an empty hole of a product in there. R.I.P. little Velvet Teddy. I am so sorry that your resting place is not known. It is somewhere out in the wild. So now let's talk about the products I've used this past month. Oh, I don't have the one here. I'll put up a little picture because I did use it last month. It is the Ultraviolet Sheen Hydrating Lip Balm in Dusk. Again, a great summer product, and that's why it's repeated. It will be repeated in the next update as well because I continue to use it. I also use this guy, the Tarte Maracuja Mini Juicy Lip Plump in Cherry Blossom. Again, a product that I've used a fair amount. This one's the mini. I also have this one in a full size. It's an easy product to use, but it's also very light. So I don't really get much color. I get really just shine. So it's something to just kind of easily throw on and not really think about. But it's difficult to use in the summer because it can get melty. So I can't really put it in the purse and leave it there, if that makes sense. So that I used. I also used, this is the one I thought about replacing Velvet Teddy with. This is the MAC Lusterglass lipstick in a Posh Pit. And I feel like from a shade perspective, it's pretty similar. it's very, very close to Velvet Teddy, and it's just a different finish. And it's actually an easier finish for me to wear, an easy product to kind of just throw on. I might... See, I do have a lot of other lipsticks, but I was like, I might keep this out and play with it. But no, we have enough other lipsticks that I probably should not do that. But I could see myself going into the vault and pulling this out. So what I've been doing with these lipsticks, I didn't really explain this part, is I'm just kind of trying to use products. And then when I use them, I collect them. And then at the end of the month, I put them away in a separate area from the other lipsticks. So I try not to pull from stuff that I've already used. So there's that. I think I had the other one of these last month, maybe, or previously. This is the Becca Endless Summer Glow. I think this was Chrissy Teigen. It's really old, 2019. This one's in Beach Bum. The other one that I use, or that I have used, is Malibu. I think it's Malibu Soleil. It's a bit deeper. This one's an interesting... It kind of pulls, I feel like it's like if you have olive skin tone, it would be really nice. It kind of pulls almost a little yellowy sometimes on me, but I really do like this one. I do like these. They have like a very minty, fresh scent to them still, and very, very good pigment and also very good shine. You can see out of all three, that's probably the most pigmented product. So that's the Becca Endless Summer Glow Gloss in Beach Bum. Fortunately discontinued. Another product that has a lot of pigment that I like to throw on is the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Buttercream Gloss in Heartbreaker. Again, a really pigmented lip gloss. I'll kind of put it beside the Tarte. Wow, like that's, again, I think we've just increased in pigmentation again out of all four of those. So it's a really, really pretty product. It's difficult to wear. I was gonna say difficult and tricky, and almost said something really weird. Difficult to wear if, like, don't wear it on a windy day, because again, a pigmented lip gloss, if your hair blows or things stick into it, it's never good. But I do really enjoy this product. And then this is my excuse for not using the Sugar Lip Balm in Rosé. This is the Glossier Glassy High Shine Lip Gloss in red. I can see myself repurchasing this. I do really, really enjoy this. You can see all the windowing that I have. I've definitely used quite a bit of this product. It's definitely a candidate for throwing in a future project pan for sure. Doesn't have a lot of color, but it has enough tint. And I feel like that red is that great color to wear in the summertime. It's almost like that popsicle. So you can see it's similar to the Tarte, but just a little bit. I think because it's a little different shade for my skin tone, that it gives me a bit more color compared to the Tarte one, even though they're fairly similar. The Tarte one is a bit more milky, definitely a bit more milky, so it kind of like gives me a less pigmented look. Again, not really much of a pigment, but just enough to have that, like, I don't know, I feel like it's a nice summery pop of glow on the lips that looks really, really nice, at least for my skin coloring. So this is, again, the Glossier High Shine Lip Gloss in red. And then the final product, this is new to me, so I did purchase my second one of these. The other shade I have is Rosewood. This is the Sephora Collection Lip Tint Lip Felt Stain and Liner in 04 Cocoa Swipe. I tend to just fill the whole lips in on this. These aren't very long lasting. I find if I'm drinking, I drink a lot of coffee in the morning, water at lunch. These are pretty much gone by then, but it is a nice hint of color just to kind of give you that base. And again, for me, this one is just a shade darker than my lip color. Like I have very pale natural lips. So this just kind of gives me a bit of depth. And again, I'll throw like one of those lip glosses on top and you can kind of see how that mix would look really, really nice. I did end up purchasing this one because I feel like the other two that I bought, the Summer Fridays one and the Sephora one, are both just too pink. And this is very much, even though it's a brown shade, it's very, very neutral brown. And this one was way more affordable than the Summer Fridays, so that's why I picked this one up. I know there's the e.l.f. ones. I haven't purposely seeked them out to see if they're here in Canada. Sometimes I see stuff posted, especially for products like e.l.f. and Wet n Wild, and then we never really get them here in Canada, or they take a long time to get here. So I think I might try and seek out the lip tints from e.l.f. because I've heard they're really, really good. But I've been happy with this. Unfortunately, shade range for these Sephora ones, there's only 4 shades. So it's like a light brown, a medium brown, a light pink, and a deeper pink. That's all you get out of the Sephora ones. But again, from a dollar perspective, I feel like this one was pretty good value for me anyway. But yeah, they're not as long lasting as I would hope they were, as I like wished they were. I haven't tried any of the actual, or looked at the lip stains for the Sephora lip stains, like the actual like sort of lip gloss lip stains. I already have one of those. It's a light pink, so the tint is very light. I don't know if there's anything deeper in those. I ended up just going with this because it was top of mind. It was part of my birthday purchase. I did make a purchase around my birthday. I ended up picking up this, a Merit mini mascara that I want to try. I haven't started trying yet. And then the two, it was like a duo Fleur lip fragrance duo. One was the Vanilla Skin, the other one was Missing Person. Love both of those, by the way. And then the last thing was because I picked up my birthday gift. I picked up the K18 hair gift. I ended up not doing a video on that because that's all I got. It wasn't a huge purchase. I kind of wanted to do a video, but I was like, it's so little. That's not super exciting. And they're all like little mini things. So anyway, that's a total tangent and not about lip products at all. But suffice to say, I did not buy any lip products. I've not bought any. I've been very good. Good job, Anne. I've not bought any lip products in quite some time other than the lip stains. So I feel proud of myself for that because I know I can get out of control with lip products. So that is it. That is my 6th update for my lip project pan for 2026. I hope you liked this update. If you did, feel free to give a little thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.